Welcome, fellow chess philosophers, along with Astrobate. What's up, guys? I love your quotes, man. The chess quotes. Troll to roll challenging me down to $4.99. Now only $4.99. Troll and a roll. Dude, are you dumping games on purpose? Like you're 1855 in Rapid? Normal chess. He's 1490. He's actually better at chess 960 than he is at normal chess. But his rating... Okay, the chess 960s are lower, so... maybe that's close to reality. But actually his rating should be closer together than most people. Most people are like 200 or 300 points lower in chess 960. You're still like 100. You're still like probably 200 points underrated. His chess 960 should be closer to his normal ratings than most people. I couldn't get my chess 960 over 2200. It's embarrassing to have a rating under 2200, the so-called master level. But chess 960 is tough. I'm probably ranked in the top 200 at 2088. I was over 21. I got up to like 2150. I don't know. I couldn't get up to 22. It's too hard to get a game. Not enough people playing. What's up, everybody? Weird Wednesday. We're not supposed to be playing chess 960. I'll humor troll this challenge, but the concept of today is weird openings, not weird variants. Humoring troll with this acceptance. Hey, Schieberspieler, what's up? So, speaking of Schieberspieler, I looked at our game yesterday, and, you know, aside from the opening and whatever, there were 2 points where we both misplayed the ending. I mean, I think there's 2 points where I'm very close to lost. So we both need to up our endgame, Schieberspieler, up our endgame technique. I never should have had a lost position. You had a couple of opportunities to come very close to winning. I didn't work it out all the way, but yeah, we need to up our endgame to perfection. With that style that we're playing, the Schieberspieler and myself, there's no room for mistakes in the endgame. Playing for small advantages. Alright. So troll and roll, I don't know what to do here. My A2 pawn is protected, H2 is protected, everything's protected. It's just open in the center. That's alright, Schieberspieler. I don't mind if you don't challenge. One last chance for me to lose today. So, I've got a live tournament coming up on Friday. We'll draw for lots. I don't know who I'm going to play. 10-player tournament with 9 rounds. So, guys, my stream will be live today and tomorrow night, and then we're going to take a break for about a few days. Next week, I think I can do a stream or two in the mornings. We'll see. And then we'll resume the following Sunday. Alright, the closed Sicilian. Looks good here. Knight on H1. Juicebox Wizard's back. What's up, man? Juicebox Wizard, where are you again now? You played a rated rapid to keep top 10. Yeah, I used to care about that. There was a time there when the Schieberspieler and I were both in the top 10 in rapid. But other priorities have gotten in the way. Worrying about whether I'm the top 10 lichess rapid player or not. We all have our demons. But seriously, guys, what's up? What is up? Chess 960 is not the normal theme for today. I'm taking Cambodia, right? How's the COVID-19 situation there in Cambodia? Don't hear about Cambodia every day. Thailand, Vietnam, but Cambodia is not in the news very much. So what's up with Cambodia? So you think the Rapid is tougher now? I'm having like two different conversations, guys. If you can't follow, I'm sorry. Let's not rush with F4. I want to get my knight in the game at some point. Or maybe I'm being overly paranoid. One of the top 10 travel destinations for safety? I think Hungary is like 18th or something. Well, it's good to know, Schieberspieler, that people are actually taking the time to play rapid chess in today's bullet era. So that's good. There's also just a lot more players on lichess. That's the main thing. If you came to lichess a couple of years ago, there were hardly any titled players. I don't know when you joined. You've been here for quite a while. When I first started playing on lichess like 3 years ago, there were very few titled players, so it was a different landscape. No shame in being in the top 10, man. Alright, well, Trona Roll challenging me in the center here. Opening the game. My king is a little nervous. Very principled. Look at that. Car pawn formation. Beautiful. The sedan. Where is sedan? Troll loves space. Like someone else we know. I'm more of a hypermodernist. I think space, my analogy is always real estate. This knight is going to kill me on A1. How do you feel about structure, Schieberspieler? Kind of big on structure. No problem at all. Welcome. So you've not played in our rapid tournaments? It's really just this kind of rapid that I play here, like 7+3. I mean, it's really not that different from 5+3 or something. 10-0 I like a lot. I'm just trying to think if I want to exchange this bishop or not. The alternative, I guess this centralizes his knight for him, and I'm kind of lagging in development. Castle kingside. I almost forgot. The sneaky castle. I guess I can play like c3, try to reinforce this white square area. Eventually get the knight out to either b3 or c2. Knights in the corner are the worst. We had dual corner knights. That's like the worst starting position possible. Pawn. He is up a pawn. Blockage. That e5 pawn blocks everything. I like it. We need more pawns like that just interfere. This is like Asturbate's pre-stream quote. This is a good move. Making an effort to control the white squares. C4 is an interesting move here. Giving myself a backward pawn. Maybe it's worth it. Serious positional concession. Get my queen in the game with tempo. Yeah, how is Asturbate 1500? He doesn't play, let's see. Let's see, why is he 1500 in Blitz? Well, he's mostly not playing Blitz. I guess that's the first problem. He's mostly playing Rapid. Serious. It's a seriously good feeling to get the queens off the board. In a position like this where I'm very unsure about my king position. I still think the position is close to equal. But I'm confident in my endgame skills. Maybe I should have played d3 there. It's never too late to say you're sorry. We could centralize the king here. Probably not a bad idea. This knight is really sad. Not as sad as his knight on h8, but it's close. The knight's sadness. This really makes you want to play chess 960, doesn't it? Are we having fun yet? You don't like the space advantage. Space disadvantage was called by Schieberspieler. It's always space disadvantage against Troll. $14.99. Give me a break. I understand he should be like $16.99, but even that would be low. Like, I made the point. The chess 960 ratings are deflated earlier. I understand that, but still he's underrated, even with a deflation. Even correcting for deflation. I sound like an economist now. Troll is still underrated. But Asturbate, is your rating better in Rapid? It is higher in Rapid, right? He's been like around 1700 in Rapid. Bad bishop. Bad bishop, good bishop. Bad bishops protect good pawns. Famous chess player once said that. This is ridiculous. Are you trolling me? Chess is the best game. Just donated 100 bits. You're $14.99. Now it's reached the point where it's actually insulting. What? You're gonna sack the exchange there? Wow, Grandmaster exchange sacrifice as well. And he's faster than me. Reported. You are consider yourself reported. This is unbelievable. 1400. Yeah, what rook takes f3? Speaking Hungarian. What rook takes f3? He played a brilliant sacrifice there. Now he's resigning. I'm not sure it's even a lost position. Let's see, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It would take me at least 9 moves to say queen a pawn in some variation. And he's like 1, 2. He might even be faster from the queen a pawn. I mean, some chances here. I don't think I'm even winning. Computer disagrees. I don't trust the engine here. What is that? Ridiculous stored evaluation of 4.0. What is that? King h4, rook d6, h5, rook takes b6, king h3. I mean, I've got to find this move b4. And I'm not even certain if it's enough. Let's see, cb4, c5. Maybe I'm fast enough to win, but I would have had to have perfect technique with like no time. And he resigned. Did you have an exchange sacrifice? Sladgie spotted? Yeah, what rook takes f3? Sladgie, what were you talking about? When did he have rook takes f3? He had a rook takes f3? Not clear. Reporting him for rating manipulation. I mean, which position? When I play knight f3, what does this do? Rook takes f3. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. By luck, it doesn't work. Wow. Actually, why doesn't it work? Oh, no. h4. Blobix, you didn't see that? Blobix, come on. Everybody saw it except for you. Oh, man. That's so easy. Come on. The troll saw that, of course, and he didn't want to do this combination. That's way beyond his normal capacity. He's gonna see that instantly. Everybody saw it except for you. Come on. That was a joke I always tell about this time. It's a good thing Jim's not here because he hates when I repeat stories. But I played the late great Lembit O in a game. It was like on the top stage area of this Chicago. It was like the US Masters or something. We were playing on like board 1 or board 2, and I lost in less than 18 moves with white. I blundered a skewer, so I lost an exchange with like bishop d8, bishop a5. My king still wasn't castled. I lost a rook on the exchange skewer on the a5 e1 diagonal because I just wasn't thinking, like, bishops aren't normally on d8 in the opening. And so I lost like an idiot in 17 moves, and I went and I was like beside myself for losing an embarrassing game with white in less than 20 moves. And my friend Alexander Ivanov said, I said to him, man, I can't believe I lost like an idiot, you know. I felt so bad. And he famously said to me, yes, everyone in the room saw bishop a5 except for you. This kind of like that, Blobix. Everyone in the room saw h4. I couldn't even find it when I got to this position. I was looking for like rook c3. That doesn't work. Obviously rook c3. What is rook c3? Maybe a draw? Just humor me for a second here. Is rook c3 a draw? So there's all kinds of holes in Blobix's variation. It's leaking all over the place. This is clearly a draw, right? No, it's not a draw. Knight f1. Ah, oh, it's not a draw. Yep, only h4. No, Troll doesn't do tactics, really. Man, my second best move was a4. Anyway, guys, let's play some challenges. No more chess 960. Get this nonsense out of here. You and your chess 960, get it out of here. That's not chess. Stop. Stop. Alright. Everyone saw h4 except for Blobix. I would expect Schieberspieler to see that, you know, but Troll on a roll doesn't calculate. Only natural intuitive moves. Viking Beer challenge. Alright, so subscribers. Draco Fire. Princess Chess, welcome. I missed your comment. Good morning. Draco Fire, I don't know if he's a subscriber now, but he's been here for a few streams. Viking Beer, we know who that is. And Alms. Alright, no favoritism to the title players. Alms has to wait with the other subscribers. We missed you, Alms, yesterday for our tournament. Alright, Viking Beer. Viking Beer put up like a great game the last time I played him. Oh yeah, we can easily miss that in a fast game. I'm just kidding, Schieberspieler. In a tournament game, we would see it. Hopefully. But I mean, it's always possible to miss a tactic like that. Prophylactic. Tricky move. Astrobate, thanks for the donation, 100 bits. Guys, streaming tomorrow. We've got the subscriber stream, and then I'm off till next week. I looked at my schedule, and I think like the next stream might be something like next Wednesday morning. No streams this weekend. Troll doesn't believe in tactics. He should do a little more calculation. I also prefer positional play, but Sicilian. The chameleon variation. I'm not sure how good this is, actually. I mean, I guess it's just like a closed Sicilian. Princess chess. Black critical move is d5. I had a game like this a couple of weeks ago in Blitz. I rarely play this way with white, but just for fun. It was like ED, ED, d4. And I was really worried about stuff like bishop g4. Yeah, Schieberspieler, it's funny how sometimes outside influences can influence your play during a game. Once I was playing this king and pawning game at a very important tournament I would later tie for first in 1996 or something. It was a U.S. class championship, and I was playing Grandmaster Semyon Palatnik, and I was trying to hold this like king and pawn game that was very complicated. I was right on the verge of losing, and I didn't know if it was lost or a draw. And the now famous American chess prodigy Josh Whiteskin was in the tournament. He was also one of the leaders. And he came down, there was nobody left in the room. It was like late at night. Everyone had already left the playing hall. We're still playing this like endgame. And Whiteskin didn't do anything intentionally to influence me. But he was like staring at the board and just watching and staring. And I thought I was almost lost. I was probably lost. But Whiteskin like wouldn't leave. He just kept like looking at the game, looking at the game, looking at the game, looking at the game for like 20 minutes. And even though he didn't kick my foot under the table or something like that, basically he affected my play. Like I would have probably given up. I thought I was losing. But the more he stood there and was like watching the game, the more I started thinking, there's got to be something here, you know. There's got to be something, some way I can save this endgame. Why would another player be so interested, you know? And so, in an indirect way, like he helped me to save that game, because I really thought I was lost, or just about lost. So it's funny how sometimes, even indirectly, we can influence another game. Of course, your teammates' behavior is highly illegal, but difficult to prove. I have more issues with my opponent kicking my feet under the table, actually. That's my bigger problem. Well, it's not like it's Schieberspieler's fault that his teammate did that. He cannot control his teammate's behavior. But his teammate did an illegal thing. I have bigger problems with opponents who kick. You know, that's been an ongoing problem. So this is an interesting position. So I ended up saving that king and pawn game where I thought I was lost. I kept looking and looking and looking and looking. And that was back in the days when it was like 7-hour time controls. We had lots of time. I was able to draw this really, really close to lost king and pawn game, and I ended up like winning the tournament. But Viking beer now. H5, man. Playing like Topalov. Play H5 and castle kingside. He's probably going to regret playing H5. This weakens your king side. Maybe he could go for d5 now. Wonder if I should even play g4. I mean f4. Freudian slip. The more I weaken my king side, the more this counter pawn sacrifice might be an idea. Borrowing an idea from the game yesterday. Yevgeny versus Schieberspieler. Yevgeny tried to sacrifice his d5 pawn in a Tarash rather than go totally passive. I think that black here might consider the same. I don't have to accept the pawn sacrifice. I could play like e5. If I were black, I would definitely play d5 now. This is an interesting idea. I would like black's position if like my king was on e8, probably. But you've got to give Viking Beer credit for a creative positional idea. Trying to control the e5 square in the Sicilian. The radical pawn sacrifice, g5. Wow. Probably too much to ask from this position, but it's interesting nonetheless. Definitely worth a try. Now what do we do? If he gets the e5 square for his pieces, it's going to create a difficult environment for me to actually break through. I mean, it looks like he's going to get e5 because of g5. This is a really creative move by Viking Beer. Wow. His king is open, but I don't think that's fatal necessarily. It's not that easy to attack him here. So, I'm impressed. He played it instantly. G5 instantly. Wow. It's a serious positional pawn move. I don't think this is the best move either. I wouldn't be surprised if we go to the engine after the game and find out that g5 is black's best move in that position. Most people would play something like knight e8, d5 I would have played to try to counter in the center. If d5, e5, and then black would have been forced to retreat the knight anyway. I mean, g5 is a remarkable move. Now I have another problem. There's some interesting variations like pawn takes pawn, knight takes c6, pawn takes e3, knight takes e7 check. And my knight may be trapped. But I'm suspicious of that. It looks like his king is pretty open. The bigger problem was that I didn't calculate this. He just plays knight takes d4 here. Knight d4, queen d4, pawn f4, bishop f4, knight d5. What am I going to do? I'm losing a piece. Knight d5, queen d5. I'm losing a piece there. How am I not losing a pawn, at least? I'd have to play knight d4, bishop d4, g takes f, maybe g5. Even that is unclear. This looks bad for me. If he just simply played it that way. All he had to do was trade and then take on f4, and I'm getting forked in all variations with e5, and I don't see a way out of it. This was my intention. He let me do what I wanted to do. But had he played the other way, I might just be losing. g5 is an unbelievable move. That's a highly advanced concept for Sicilian players, to risk their kingside safety to control the e5 square. That's in the top 10% of advanced Sicilian defense concepts. Even this position wouldn't be that bad for him. If he could attack g5 again, but he doesn't have queen d8. So now he does d5. No shortage of aggression here from black. I was looking at rook d7, preparing queen d8 to attack g5, but there's this knight d5 idea, like a temporary piece sacrifice. Knight d5, ed, and I trap his bishop on c6. The g3 squares. I mean, I'm probably missing some aggressive tactic here. I don't know. I'm scared, honestly. The second game the Viking Bears played against me, the last one was a doozy. It's another really good game. He's playing some pretty deep moves, honestly. I guess I can play rook f5. I was intending to put my knight on f5. But the queen is on g4. I mean, even if I sack the exchange or something, white's position is better now. Amazing game though, g5, dude. Now he could take my pawn. That was the least of my worries. Quite frankly, I don't give a damn about my a4 pawn. in this position. I do care about my g4 pawn, because it's part of my king safety. I mean, if you're going to let me defend it, I'll defend it. I think he's in trouble now. This is the key. F5. He had tremendous chances earlier. Wow, man. What's the latest quote from Masturbate? Yeah, Hungarians, we don't really do baked beans here. They have beans, definitely. Alright, so now you're losing, but if we go back a few moves... Damn, dude. G5, this position. So I was suggesting D5. D5, E5. Black probably has to retreat. You know, white still has some advantage. Actually, white has, I think, a decent advantage. Let's see. So there they are. There was G6, D5, and G5, and now the computer is going with my move. With a very close second, Juicebox is G5. Engine just can't make up its mind. Not G6. Similar to retreating the knight, it's a very passive move. So I thought this is unbelievable, but what do I do about it? Wow. I thought about E5, but I didn't understand what it does. I just didn't understand what it does. What does it do? I still don't get it. Why is E5 so good? Astrobate, no, there's no commentary for my games. There's not even live coverage. It's not a major tournament. It's a private, closed tournament. It's not impossible there would be live relay. There's a Grandmaster tournament too. But I don't know. I don't remember this tournament ever having like a live feed or something. In the previous versions that I've seen, I've never played in it before. I don't understand the E5. I thought about it, but I didn't see what it does. You know, this is what the computer wants to do. Why does this change this? Because of knight E4 for me? Alright. It enables me to be able to play knight E4 in the instance of like knight H7. Interesting. That's apparently not even my best move. Difficult to find. Really nice idea by Pirate Vodka with G5. Man, my move I thought was just a blunder. This is like a blunder. I mean, just take here. What do I do? I guess I have an exchange sack. If E5, rook takes F6. That's lucky. I didn't see it. Apparently this is strong. Which is a really nice move. Damn. So that doesn't work. So it turns out my knight D4 move was okay. I was very nervous this leg lost. I didn't calculate it that far. But g5 is a cool idea. Plugievsky Sicilian tournament in the early 90s. A lot of instances, they had this tournament where all games were forced to be played in the Sicilian defense, like a thematic tournament. I don't remember what year it was. I guess Argentina in the 90s. They had this special Plugievsky honor Plugievsky tournament, and there was a whole bunch of games in that. It was funny to see all these top players from the world all playing the Sicilian every single game. There was a number of games by like Salav and other players where they used that theme. This idea is a Najdorf idea, g5, to get the e5 square. More often than not, though, you do like h6, g5 in the Najdorf to attack a bishop, and your king would still be on e8. If the king is on e8, it's a lot safer to try something like this, obviously. All right, Dracofire. We lost Alms again. It seems difficult to hold on to Alms. He's here and then he's gone again. We lost Alms. Petrosian likes it. Petrosian liked to play Sicilian. It's a positional concept, but I'm proud of Viking Vodka for finding that. All right, Dracofire. I'm sorry, I declined that last challenge because it was rated. If you'd like to play, please challenge me to casual. Casual 5-3 through 7+3. 5-3 is easier. We get more games that way. It's better. All right, Dracofire with 6+3. We played Fat President Chess 960. We already did a Chess 960 Fat President. Let's not do Chess 960. It's Weird Openings Wednesday. I just do that to humor troll. I'd like to play normal chess though today. I'm gonna decline that Chess 960. Damn it! What did I do? Shit. All right, I'm sorry. Can I get a re-challenge? How did I? Oh, there's Dracofire. All right, thought I lost him. So, damn, Juicebox Wizard, you played it like instantaneously. You put a lot of thought into it. G5, just like, all right, that's an advanced concept. A rook takes f6. Petrosian was more into rook takes c3 normally with black. Not really a... That doesn't seem like a true exchange sacrifice, Schieberspieler. I think white's getting a bargain there. So I played the Reti, and black played bishop g4. I mean, obviously you can play c6, you can play e6, you can take, but the most important move is d4, going into the main line of the Reti. That's why I don't play this opening anymore. But bishop g4 right away, that's a new one. I attacked Dracofire's center with my c-pawn. He's just ignoring it. The new theory of the day, the reverse Trump, makes me think of Trump. It destroys everything. The philosophical thought for today is voting for Donald Trump Darwinism? Submit your answers or text us here with your thoughts. Bishop takes f3. An example of Darwinism, like drinking chlorine bleach. Bishop takes f3. Ros aki rosragondo. Maybe I should have played 95. That's the real question. I can play 95. There can't be anything wrong with this, though. We have a strong center. Black's given up the bishop, slightly damaged our pawn structure, but I still have a really nice, solid, massive central amoeba here. Nobody says I have to castle kingside. We have an isolated pawn on h2. It's a slight concession in terms of our pawn structure, but our center is strong. Our king is still safe. We can even castle queenside. That's a particularly awkward move. Very likely will cost black another tempo. E3 or E4? Aspirate likes E4, of course. This is a tempo. This is not critically acclaimed chess here by black. He's violating a lot of principles. Bringing the queen out early, neglecting the center, leaving the king in the center, trading a bishop for knight, not developing the pieces that efficiently. We could condemn black's play as blatantly violating fundamental principles on many levels. Yet still, it's not so easy. Not so easy to put him away. I think Botvinnik would frown upon black's play here. Botvinnik. Schieberspieler, you strike me as kind of Botvinnik style. Big lover of space advantage and principles. Safe play. A little before Schieberspieler's time. Before my time, too. But I like and I recommend studying the games of historic masters, particularly the world champions. I think it's the best way to improve. People come to my stream, they come to me and they ask, what's the best way to learn chess? And I tell them, when you're studying, I mean, the number one thing should really be to study the games of the masters. And it sounds like sort of boring and today's YouTube video generation, maybe that doesn't sound exciting. But if you love chess, I mean, sitting down with a chess game and analyzing it in depth, if that sounds boring, maybe you should try a different game, in my opinion. Knight f6. I think the most important question facing white here becomes, like, what about my king? Do I castle kingside, queenside, leave it in the center, or wait and see? We have a lot of potential moves. I'm going to stay. Looks like we're not going to be castling queenside. Massive control of the center for white. But if you want to study principles and play a principled game of chess, I think like Botvinnik, Schieberspieler mentioned Petrosian. Study the games of a world champion, Smyslov, Even Magnus Carlsen. You know, don't be shy to study the games of the world champions and learn from it. And you have to take away what you can. You're not going to understand everything. If you sit down and try to analyze the games of one of the greatest chess players of all time, don't feel like you have to understand everything. Alright, so it looks like Druckfire is seriously considering castling queenside, I would guess. It's extremely dangerous for black. It looks almost suicidal because of the half-open file for white. And this is an interesting concept that you don't hear every day, or people don't talk about every day. But inherently, that's the advantage of me having a double pawn. I mean, I have 2 half-open files, theoretically. I'm not able to use this G file right now. But every time you have a double pawn, you automatically get a bonus half-open file. Double pawns are not necessarily a disadvantage. In this case, my double pawn helps to increase my control of the center. For example, world champion Botvinnik was huge on double pawns. He loved double pawns, especially doubled F pawns, like we have in this case. And I'm a big believer in double pawns. So now rook d8. This is a crafty move by black. Castling queenside was suicide. This way black puts a little bit of pressure on the d4 pawn without risking his king. And there's no obvious way to defend except for knight e2, which is a tad passive. I like this move. It's going to change the position, though, pretty dramatically. Maybe not best. Very likely it's not the best move. F5 is interesting. I've got this lever, knight d5, f5. Knight e3, pawn e3. After knight d5, I can either take it or play f5, and I'm thinking about like which I like better. They're both good, in reality. That is mega passive. Black is crazy passive here. I guess he'll try to play maybe knight h6. Possible I'm rushing here a little bit. Rushing collusion. But seriously, I did not expect that move. Knight b4. Well, normally it would be something dangerous, but as you can see, I castle into half-open g-file. Well, it's my half-open file. It's not a question of the file in this case, it's a question of the general. No problem at all. It's a question of the general pawn protection around my king being slightly less. I mean, it's my half-open file, that's not really the issue. Yeah, the issue would be I would have like slightly less king position, but you know, king safety, but his pieces are nowhere near my king. So every decision has to be mitigated by careful careful consideration of the objective factors of the position. Mitigating factor. And I was thinking about sacking a piece there. I mean, if the opponent has no pieces in the vicinity of your king, it doesn't matter if you have weaknesses around your king. At least at that time. He's actually defending this. Holy crap. Now it may matter. He almost got out of it. That, I don't know, maybe Drakfire has a Chigorin, like, some people have this Chigorin, like, knight preference. They like knights better than bishops. A non-chess is, you're getting younger and younger every day. Thank you. Maybe the Panda's getting younger. I think his stuffing is slowly dissolving, but very kind of you to say that. Compliments will get you everywhere. Fat President, 5+3, normal chess. I really came very close to screwing that up. I probably missed some tactics along the way. Welcome guys to the stream. Tomorrow night we have a subscriber stream with game analysis. If you'd like to submit a game if you're a subscriber, please do subscribe if you're not a subscriber yet. By the way, please do subscribe to our stream. No gift subs this week as of yet, or gift a sub. I was supposed to be playing weird openings today and we completely forgot. Raise your hand if you tried to warn me and then I didn't listen. We just never got on pace with the weird openings today. I'm just a fraud. I said it was a weird opening stream and I've just been playing like normal openings. Just never really remembered. Raise your hand if you tried to say something and I just ignored you. So, G4 Gambit against the Dutch. In the spirit of Weird Wednesday and unusual openings. The problem is, like, Troll starts me off with Chess 960. And right from the get-go, I'm not thinking about, oh, we need to focus on weird, unusual stuff. Please remind me if I forget something. I have a tendency to forget stuff. C5. Dynamism. So what do we do with this? What do we do with C5? I guess I could just take on G4, and on CD I have G5. Isn't it like game over? I mean, the problem is he's got a real serious issue with that h7 square. The problem is, who cares? As they say on the Muppet Show. I must be missing something. They don't say that on the Muppet Show. This will go down in infamy as one of the greatest chess games of all time. Korchnoi style gambit. I played this once in a tournament game. Don't be materialistic. What was the move order? D4, F5, G4. F takes G. So I lost a game years and years ago with E4. The knight's protected. Wait, what knight? Sorry, what? Wait, what knight? HG4. Check and pick up the knight. I'm sorry? He just got mated. What are we talking about? Mate is final. We did. We checked and picked up the knight. Next move, queen takes G4. The problem is, like, he could free up a square for his king with queen A5 check, but I have bishop E2 on his queen. You know? Alright. We surprised Fat President with that weird setup. So, let's get some more challenges, guys. What time is it? We've got another hour. But 3+2 I'm not playing. It's too fast to talk about the games. So I'm going to decline the 3+2 or any rated challenges. If you'd like to, please challenge me between 5-3 and 7+3 with a casual challenge. I like to talk about the games and have a little banter. 3+2 is just like fast blitz, no time to talk. Alright, Xerox 5+3. This is what I'm saying, 5+3. You did chess 960? I just declined Fat President's 960 Xerox. And you turned around and challenged me to chess 960. I feel like I robbed. This is unfair. I declined Fat President's chess 960 challenge. Now you tricked me. Playing chess, whatever. Alright. I'm not going to bother to continue. Chess 960. Alright, whatever. We'll play it. I didn't want to play it. I thought it was a normal chess challenge. I grabbed the first challenge I saw. Whatever. Alright. I'll be unfair. I just don't feel like starting another game now. Very consistent. No, Fat President, you're not allowed to play chess 960, but Xerox is. Alright, whatever. No more chess 960. This is it. This is the last one. We've got an hour left in the stream. I want to see 5+3 chess. We can redo the challenge. Alright. Draw. I gotta draw. Alright, re-challenge, please. I'm not doing 5+0. That's also the same as 3+2. It's essentially 3+2. It's not slow enough to discuss the game. So, thank you. I've got very big glare here. My table is like this bright. You can see there's like a reflection. Fires of hell. There's a haunting look to the webcam. I've got a huge glare. Alright, now the London system. Alright, anyways. It's just so hard to play some unusual opening against the London system. I'm going to have to start playing an unusual move on move 1. So I've played knight c6 a lot when I want to get out of book here. Get out of book. Padron Antoni, welcome. Set the board as a chess knight 60 and then offer draws. It works with IMs too. So my idea is to just get out of kind of standard theory by playing c6. I played this against Trompowsky once, but it's obviously not quite as effective against Trompowsky. I mean, white can play bishop takes f6. My favorite trap is like in the Trompowsky there. If bishop g5, c6. If white isn't thinking and he plays e3, you play queen a5 check and win a piece. I think I've even seen a game where a GM blundered a piece like that in an over-the-board game. It obviously doesn't work against the London. London players like their bishop nice and safe on f4. Xerox knows how much I hate the London system. People are now playing this to troll me. First, try offering chess 960, and then play the London system if it doesn't work. Okay, so b3. Weakening of the white structure. Guys, I'm welcoming challenges 5-3 through 7+3. Casual. Asteroid Buddy, thank you for the game. Take care, Juicebox Wizard. Tough game. Nice move g5 earlier. I'm going to try to play this in a King's Indian style. I don't think that the b3 is doing a lot for white's position other than weaken it. Now we can hunt down that bishop. Bishop hunt. Take it down. He could potentially play bishop h4. So I'm going to grab it while I can. But the bishop on this diagonal is excellent for black. He's messing with my psychology by playing the London system. He knows how much I hate it. Doing everything I hate. Chess 960 on Wednesdays. This is... It's kind of a random square for the queen at this point. I mean, I like c5. We start putting pressure on his center, and we start trying to pry open the diagonal. We're a team here. The Ponda team. I learned from you guys too. So, this week, speaking of teams, there's no team battle on Sunday. I am playing an over-the-board tournament starting from Friday. We have a stream tomorrow night, and then no stream until next week. Every day I have to play. I think this week we can pull out a morning stream or two. I will let you guys know. Alright. So, I'm trying to put my knight on... I'm trying to put my knight on the most aggressive square here, but I wanted to calculate something. Okay. This is the most forward square for the knight. Putting the most pressure on the center. 2 squares. On the team now, what? Never take the lift real overweight warriors. What's that? I'm not. I'm missing something. The lift real overweight warriors. I wouldn't call myself in the best of shape now. I was concerned about D takes C before, but obviously that has some flaws. Always make sure you can take back with a piece on C5. How's the gorillas? Blavix, are you still holding gorilla tournaments? Okay, now we need to start seriously thinking about a forward plan for black. They never take the lift. Oh, the lift! I was like, take the lift. Man, I'm not easily catching that, because lift is such an English word. Nobody in America says lift. The second time recently I've had trouble with a European because of this word. It just was like not in my consciousness what you're talking about. Yeah, Americans always say elevator, so when I hear lift, I'm just not picking it up. When I think of lift, I'm thinking about like lifting something, physically lifting something up, like with your hand, you know. That's my whole problem. We never say lift. It's like flat and apartment. Very British. Rook C1. We can't blame Blavix though. We're not even speaking French here on the stream. He's nice enough to speak in English, even though it's not his first language, and I'm criticizing his choice of lift. Elevators are big lifts. That's true. They lift things. Alright, what do I do here? Well, it's not like he's threatening anything. What am I worried about? Nobody will ever castle. Knight A3. Knight A3. I don't want a symmetrical pawn structure. You know he'll take back with the C pawn. You know it. Pawns should be protected by pawns. Yeah, and you gotta ask to be confused thinking of rook lifts. The other day I was playing a training blitz game with someone and it was 5-0 and I just like lost on time and I didn't understand why. I'm so used to playing with increment now. I have to be really careful if I play sudden death. It happened to me once in one of those team battles. My opponent probably wondering why I'm letting my clock run down to like 2 seconds. We can get away with it here in the increment zone. It's alright. I have 3 seconds per move. That's all we need. 3 plus 3. 3 seconds per move. 3-0-3. I could play. Black's slightly better here. Make your bishops great again. Castle kingside. Feel free to castle. Eventually he'll break down and castle. What else is he going to do? Castle queenside? They're always so disappointed when they play the London system. And you don't cooperate with that. The master of tension. I'm trying to keep the tension here. I guess queen b6 is a bit more natural. Man, is this some sort of tactic? I can't believe how bad I screwed this up. I was probably winning. Once he got the knight to e4, things got really messy. What? This is so sad. Even have that move. I must have some really bad lag. 170. Wow. I can't even make a move. That was impressive. With 3 seconds, I still can't make a move. My lag is up to 170. 130 now? Why is my ping so high? I couldn't even make a move with 3 seconds left. Wow. I'm just too slow. What is his bullet rating? 2200. 13,000 games in bullet. But I don't know what got my ping. Why is it like in the critical part of the game when I'm down to my increments that my ping is 170, but as soon as the game is over, my ping goes down to 82. Is there a logical reason for that? Like for my ping to be double during the game? Is that normal? Just a coincidence. Should everybody's ping like double while they're playing in time pressure or something? I couldn't even make a move like in the 3 seconds. Man, that's like annoying. I'm still at like 100. Why does my internet suck so bad? I guess when you have a ping of like 170, it feels like 3 seconds is like a second or something. Man, good game, but I'm very disappointed with myself. Even on 94, I have +3 here. Totally winning position. I'm up like free central pawn on d4. So the point is I have to play queen b6 to keep my d4 pawn protected. That was a huge mistake. It is a wireless mouse and it sucks. Yeah, I'm not trying to play normally fast, but I mean, it doesn't matter that much in most of my games if my mouse is super fast and my setup is good, but yeah, it's pretty bad. That's why I don't like playing the 3-0 tournament. But usually I don't get flagged on time in 3-second increment. I definitely made my move within 3 seconds. I mean, it feels like I just got... There's no way like 3 seconds went by. It's hard to believe, but I am really slow. I've got a very bad mouse. It's wireless. Since I don't play bullet, it doesn't feel like it usually matters, but... Yeah, this is a weird variation. Most people don't play a3. If I try to keep my bishop, I end up in something like a queen's gambit, usually. I guess I could potentially play bishop e7 here. Maybe b6 is good. It may be best to not even bother with that, though. I wonder if this a3 is underrated. It seems like it should be a huge loss of time for white to play a3. But then again, I've played a5. You know I like a5. 100 bits for better equipment. No, I mean, 6 months ago I bought this mouse and it was a huge mistake. I should get a decent mouse. At least. My son has like a gaming mouse. It's not wireless. It's pretty good. I'll steal his mouse. 100 bits for stealing your son's mouse. Where is everybody? We have 14 viewers today? What? Why do we have just 14 viewers? Is my stream on lichess? Are we listed? HTFP, thanks for the donation, and Acerbate as well. This is like hyper aggressive. Who is this guy? 1700 blitz, but he's classical 2100. We're listed on the homepage. We never have like under 20 viewers. I mean, I could understand if there were like 10 people streaming. Why is there no, and there's no Magnus Carlsen final, like the 18th day of the Magnus Carlsen final or something like that? That would, it's over or what? Is that thankfully finally over? Put it to rest? I thought it would never end. It's your name? It's not over? Will it ever be over? God. Why did you say, oh, so it's your name? God, and then... Yeah, but I mean, how many of them are real people? I saw this guy streaming today that I had never seen before. And he had like 100-something viewers. Yeah. And even after he stopped streaming, he still has like 100 viewers. At least I know my viewers are like actual real people. Check this guy out. Bishop e5. Wow, that's aggressive. No, I don't know, it was weird. Today we seem to have like much lower viewers for some reason. I wasn't sure why. Knight e5, bishop e8, knight f3 check. Looks like an interesting exchange sacrifice. I can't resist. Speculative. Anyway, this is my last, not last, next to last stream. Tomorrow we're going to be doing a subscriber stream. Next last stream till next week, because I'm going to be playing over the board. HTFP, you're usually blue and you're orange today. Did you just switch? Make sure your dog is watching the stream. Make sure all your family and friends and pets are watching on their own accounts. So he's 1700 blitz, 1900 rapid, and 2100 classical. That's interesting. I don't like to see like 400 points difference between ratings normally. That's not usually a good sign. But I'm paranoid. What can I say? Can an observer stream the over the board tournament? I guess. I mean, I don't see any reason why not. Masturbate. Nobody wants to go to the trouble to do that. Unless they're like getting paid or something. Arana Sup. AAAFM. Welcome guys to the stream. Fisher Bisher. It's hard to know like which days will be good, streaming or not. Monday we had a good turnout, a couple of raids. Today it's absolutely dead. It reminds me of fishing, actually. You never know. Like one day you're just like flooded with fish. The next day it's gone. There's nothing. We should do like a fishing stream. Okay then, knight takes d5. This looks suspicious. Now I've obviously got to be careful not to get checkmated here by rook e1. But I think we're alright. Yeah, Xerox, I agree. I mean, I wouldn't play this player like if it was challenging me to a rated game. This is the kind of thing I avoid. Like 2100 classical, 1951 rapid, and then like 1760 blitz. It's like, what are you, like 3 different people? Or they should be fairly close together. They're just too spread apart. That's really creepy. Now he's threatening mate in 1. Oh no. Damn, masturbate. I almost wanted to do queen g4. It's so perverse. I'm seriously sitting there thinking I could do queen g4. Unbelievable. Can you imagine? I do have an interesting move there. Again, queen g5. My rook on a8 will hang. That's another problem. Rook f8. Of course you're not going to have categories all the same, but that's too much of a difference. 2100 in classical and 1760 in blitz. I mean, you know, if you're playing with like a touchpad, or there's some reason a 2100 player would have a really low blitz rating, I guess. Definitely very odd. I don't know how to make progress here. The other thing is that he's pretty fast for someone who's like 1700 in blitz. He would have to be really, really slow to have that difference in rating. You have to be like a sloth to explain the difference between his classical rating and blitz. I figure we're going to lose this game. Most likely. My paranoia started to kick in pretty hard here. I didn't know the chess cube collapsed. Good to know. The latest information. The funny thing about this player is, right, like, why am I just dropping this pawn here? I was going to say, yeah, I'm just going to lose to this guy. Let's just resign. Anyway. Why would a player who's 2100 in classical be making mistakes because he's playing like recklessly too fast? You know, that doesn't make a lot of sense. He's 1700 in blitz. he's like 2100 in classical, but he's like playing recklessly, making all kinds of weird moves very quickly. It doesn't make sense. Right. Well, anyway, good luck with those ratings you got there. So, Vivid Ghost 5+3. Yeah, you played interesting chess. You messed up. You beat International Master. You really messed up. Alright. Anyway, we get some kind of weird opponents sometimes that I don't trust. So whatever. I get super paranoid when I see like a 300 or 400 rating difference. Yeah. How do you explain a 400 rating point difference between classical and blitz? There's no rational explanation for that. I'm not going to worry about what you do or why your rating is the way it is, but that doesn't make a lot of sense. Nothing makes sense about that last game. Yeah. Anyway, guys. All right. That's enough of that discussion. I have no idea. But it's not anything I care about. So, I just find it hard to concentrate against opponents that I find suspicious. That's my problem. I refuse to play with anyone who has a 400 or 300 rating point difference between classical and blitz. If he's good enough to be 2100 in classical, there's no way he could be 1700 in blitz. Period. End of story. It's easy to be. I mean, unless you're like playing lots of arena tournaments where you're tanking a rating. See, this is logical, right? You're like 2147 in blitz, you're 2137 in rapid. Fairly close. Bullet is another story. I don't care about that. That doesn't count in my book. The bullet ratings. Played like an idiot in this game, but I'm just lost my concentration completely. Black's playing pretty fast. Too fast, really. I mean, if I see somebody with those rating differences and their last opponent, I just would never play them. The first thing you look for if you want to find a cheater is to look for suspicious, like, suspicious differences between their ratings. Obviously, the professionals, you know, the professional cheaters will be smart about it, but people who don't really put that much into it, you know, don't think about how obvious that is. Alright, we're fortunate that rook takes b2, knight c4 works out for me. So, position is equal here. I didn't really play the opening well this game. I don't think that I have a serious winning chance here, objectively. Okay, his knight is bad on the side of the board, but he can fix it. It's not the end of the world. Objectively, it's equal. We both have some weak pawns. I mean, maybe my position's worse. I mean, I have this Isolani on d4. Normally, I had this position against a player of my own rating level. I would just say, all right, a draw is good for me. I just accept that it's equal. I think I just blundered. Okay, I mean, yeah, I'm probably worse now. Some weird tactics here. Rook takes, knight b5, knight e5. It's kind of messed up. I'm surprised his bullet rating's not even higher. But a lot of it has to do with people playing in like arena tournaments, especially with the bullet. So I'm blundering. Wow. I'm close to loss now. I don't know about e5. That didn't seem like a good move. e5? I could take with the knight. Like here? I could take with the knight. I actually looked at that. His knight, his rook's hanging. This is extremely well calculated play by black. Yeah, but I take with the pawn, man. Is that right? You're right. Rook takes. e5, knight takes, rook takes. e5, knight takes, queen takes, pawn takes, rook takes. You're right. Well, if rook takes a7, actually it's not clear at all what's happening after rook takes a7. No. This is definitely best. I mean, clearly knight b5. And the point is now, I didn't see rook c3. I looked at this, but I missed rook c3. That's my whole problem. He obviously calculated further. It doesn't matter, he's calculated further. He's 1900 in bullet. I had knight e5 and then rook c3 saves him. But it's normal for me to get crushed by 2100s. It happens almost every game. No, my rook is hanging too, man. I'm down the exchange. After knight e5, rook c3, queen b5, queen a3. I'm just down the exchange for nothing. He just sees farther than me. Why do I have more time? Look at this position. I don't want this mode. What is this? How do I close this? Damn it. What is this crap? I wanted to go to analysis mode. So check out this position. Okay, I just screwed the opening, first of all. I just played something random. Now it's probably close to equal. Lucky I have this move. He played like a perfect game without an accuracy. And this is the point. See, like e5 or something you suggested, reasonable. But after rook takes a7, I'm okay. I mean, I've got an outside pawn. This is the real deal. And the whole point was I saw this, but my point was to play here. But I didn't see rook c3, which he saw instantly without using any time. 18 cent upon loss, 1 inaccuracy, like a computer. e5, the move earlier, I thought about that too. But I guess I have queen a6 there. Like e5, knight takes, queen here, I have queen a6. Queen h2 check, king h2. I mean, it's slightly worse for white, but probably a draw. But I wasn't paying attention in the opening. I mean, this is just like, I'm making up something. I played bishop g5 here. This isn't a good move. You can't play bishop g5 in this position. Breakfast would do me good. Asabe, what are you talking about? I already had breakfast. It didn't do anything. I just resigned here. It feels hopeless. My opponent is too strong. Clearly. Alright. Well, we're getting lucky. Yeah, that's not happening. That's not happening. Next, dubious opponent. Mr. Coffee's not here. I just lost to two 2100s. I'm not going to play anyone rated 2400, obviously. Unless it's Schieberspieler or someone that I know. It was rated, man. I don't play rated. Is that difficult to understand? At the bottom of my stream it says casual. I don't understand. I lose to almost every 2100 I played in the last 10 minutes. Why would I accept a rated challenge from somebody? I don't play like random people in rated games. You can see why. I mean, it's obvious. And I also don't play 3+2. I want to play people I can trust that aren't cheating, for sure, before I would accept somebody's rated challenge. It's a weird move order. Why bishop b5 before knight f3? I guess it doesn't really matter. I probably literally played against this more than any other system on lichess because of two particular players. Man, what is it with the trolls today? Why can't people respect what I do, you know? If I ask people to challenge me to 5+3, then they cry that I don't accept their challenges in 3+2. Why would you try to force me to do something that I don't normally do? It doesn't make a lot of sense. Like, why not ask me to play 1-0 and then say, well, I guess I'm not good enough to play you 1-0. Unbelievable today. No, I don't want to play you in 3+2. I hate 3+2. I hate 3.0 and I hate like 1.0. I hate anything like faster than 5+3 while I'm trying to play instructive games with people. It's really difficult to read at the bottom of the stream. Challenge me to 5+3 through 7+3 casual. It's called reading comprehension. You just have to read something and understand what it means. It's not that difficult. C4 is weird, but probably not a bad move. It's unusual to see that. I've had massive problems with the closed Sicilian and Grand Prix attack lately. The problem is that nobody in over-the-board chess in real tournaments plays this stuff. It has no value for me in like preparing for my real games. Everyone plays this sort of coffee house systems with white, but no good players that I ever play are going to play this stuff. It doesn't help for me. In terms of preparing for OTB games. Asterbate said I should have a second breakfast. I don't know, man. If I have another breakfast, I'm not sure that's going to help. He thinks that I didn't have a breakfast. That's why I'm playing so bad today. I don't have much opening prep, Warnocky. I don't have time. I'm basically teaching chess all the time, 100%, and I have zero time to prepare. So I'm going to a tournament with my old preparation and common sense. That's all I have. Guided by old prep and common sense. Now it's very strange. Bolga, the other day, like somebody played the exact same game against me, practically. I don't think I played 97, but I had never seen anyone play Queen H4, Queen H3 in a closed Sicilian like you're doing here. The exact same move. It wasn't you, was it? No, it was maybe a simul. That's interesting. I'm just not really sure about this. I hate the closed Sicilian, and I hate playing closed positions in blitz. If we had more time to think, I would appreciate it more, I guess. Feels like I'm playing the exact same game again. $22.50 in bullet. Yet only 50 games. So you're new to this site? I have 0 bullet games. My opening preparation sucks. I mean, I'm very predictable, so I try to just play something slightly different, maybe, than what I would normally be predicted to play. Wow. I probably have to take this. I'm not enthusiastic about it, but I mean, what am I going to do if Queen F7, Knight C7? Queen F7, Knight C7, Rook C8, Pawn takes F5. I meant to take and I forgot. Oops. Really having a bad day today. I meant to play Pawn takes D5 and I played Queen F7 instead. I was just gonna take, Queen F7, take. White is like a tiny bit better, maybe. Wait, I don't understand what's happening here. Are you serious? What? You play that like instantly? Well, he's actually sacking a piece. So we're both like totally missing stuff. I thought the point was something else. I don't know, man. It's not been my day today. Clear-headed, not super raid from I am Steve Burger. What? What? Raid me now? With a party of 24. I am Steve Burger is raiding with a party of 24. Steve, you couldn't have picked me at a worse moment, but thank you. I'm totally non-recognizable and I don't know where I am, but alright, we got a raid for 24 players. I am out of it completely. Steve, welcome. I don't know where I am here. Okay, Queen takes G6, probably a good idea. Taking D3 was tempting, but... Steve, thank you for the raid. I think that our 5-minute follow is probably on, so if he tries to say anything, it'll probably be like disallowed or something. But thanks in any case. Bulga went completely berserk. Completely berserk. I thought he had a good position. I actually made a mistake. I meant to play a different move than I actually played with queen f7. I meant to play the other move. Bulga is berserking. I don't know, we are IM, you said. What? I don't know, we are IM. I don't think we are IM. I think they took that title away from me based on my play today. But I did eat my breakfast, Masturbate, believe it or not. But Bulga just went berserk. I mean, I can understand underestimating me based on my last couple of games. But clearly I was slightly worse in this game. He didn't need to sacrifice all of his pieces. And a lot of people aren't used to playing with increment too. At what point does the rating range, does the close Sicilian stop being played over the board? Well, I mean, there are still people, you know, even at the top level. Spassky and Nigel Short. Gawain Jones plays it. He's still doing the, like, British Grand Prix attack, carrying the torch thing. I mean, you're going to see occasional players with it, but I think it ceases to be popular, like, around 2200. Now I'm actually liable to fall for another trap. Anyway, it's unclear what's happening here. I'm probably going to lose. I'm a little bit out of it today. I win the queen back, but this was a horrible game by both sides. When he played, like, it was normal until move whatever 17, which is probably good. But I meant to take it and then play ED queen f7. Instead, I just like forgot and I played queen f7 right away in this position. So it is close, apparently. By accident, my move is better. I thought this was like the simpler way to go, but I admit that white is slightly better here. This is what I intended to play. I accidentally played queen f7. Now e takes f5, he just went berserk. Sacrificing a piece for insufficient compensation. I almost lost anyway. Alright, anyway. Thanks for the game. It was entertaining. I'm sorry we didn't play better. But I've got challenges from Dracofire and then the other guy finally with 5+3. Alright. Dracofire, if we have time, we'll play one more game. But I'm going to play a new player. Why doesn't the engine recommend knight c7, rook a, c8, e takes f5? Well, that's what I was afraid of. Schieberspieler. You tell me. That was why I played queen. I mean, that's why I meant to play e takes d instead, because I was afraid of that variation. And I thought that white was probably better. So let's assume white's going to play the London system. But what can I do? I do everything I can to try to tell people not to play this robotic follower of fashion. But you can't talk them out of it. Okay, he's actually a very high-rated player. So he said he's not 2403, but he is. He's 2403 in Rapid, 2327 Classical, 2244. It's obviously a high-rated player. I thought he declined to 2403. Maybe that was in Rapid or something. I don't mind playing strong players, but I want to know who they are. Not like, you know, I'm reluctant to play strange accounts that are like 2400. So this is all standard. Mainline. London system. I would just quit chess if every game was like this, honestly. If all of my opponents play the London system, I'll just quit playing chess because it stops to be interesting. The London system, the crappy Mora Gambit. Why play the London system with white? Why not play an opening where you're actually attempting to get an advantage? If you're that good, if you're like 2400, why would you not learn how to play real openings instead of just playing this stuff? It's extremely boring. You might as well like start playing, I don't know, tic-tac-toe or something instead. Why don't we just play tic-tac-toe instead? Why play chess? I mean, I can't stand this anymore. There's no creativity. It's just like, well, Magnus Carlsen plays the London system, so everyone across the globe just play the London system every single game. It's outrageously boring. Losing to Xerox made me tilt. No, I didn't feel that good today. I guess I just haven't had a good night's sleep in a couple of nights. A little better last night than the previous night. But I felt funny today. I thought maybe I have COVID-19 and my brain fog is getting worse. Is B5 a problem? Possibly. I had a good breakfast. It has nothing to do with that. That's why I'm worried. Worried I have COVID or something. Just don't understand why I'm so foggy-headed. Although I normally am anyway. It seems like it's worse today than usual. This is very similar to a game I played like 30 years ago. We could just memorize the London system, play it every game, just over and over again, like Groundhog Day. I appreciate creativity in chess more than anything. I understand why beginners can play the Grand Prix attack, the London system, stuff like that, but why would an advanced player want to play this stuff? I feel like I'm playing Kamsky or something in this game. Wow, B5 is a really good move. Asturbate's hero, Gata Kamsky. Lover of not just the London system, but other closed openings. And to be fair to Kamsky, Gata always played that kind of stuff. Closed queen pawn openings. He was trained since he was a kid. But I blame Magnus for making everybody obsessed with the stupid London system. I would classify it as the most boring of club openings that you can possibly play. Totally uninteresting. There's nothing I hate more. Now he exchanged bishops. I'm sorry for raving about the London system, but it's all I can think about now. That or Donald Trump. I don't know which I hate more, honestly. It's really difficult to decide. Today is worse. I don't know why I'm so grumpy. I'm telling you, I think it's COVID or something. I didn't feel well. Queen F3. There's a surprise. Hate on the stream? Smooche. My personal hate for the London system is well documented. This is not like a new thing. I hate Donald Trump cheating and the London system. Other than that, I'm good. I hate brain fog too. I feel like I can't think clearly. Maybe F5 to try to lock down the knight on D5. But I don't like being in a pin where my queen is unprotected. E6 is obviously not a thing. I thought about rook C7, rook B8. Maybe rook C7, objectively. This is probably the best move. Guarding my 7th rank. And the queen protected. Preparing to double. Nothing against London. Nothing against London City. I mean, objectively, what is this, a draw? Well, somebody was asking me the other day, like, what's a good... No problem at all, was asking what's a good but sound but aggressive defense against D4. And honestly, I thought the Benko makes a lot of sense. The Benko, though, horrific. It's not horrific at all. I mean, why is the Benko not more popular than it is? That's what I'd like to know. White just blundered a pawn? It's too good to be true. This has to be some sort of trick. Although my B pawn is isolated. He was banking on some kind of discovery against my queen. I love the Benko. It's a good opening. Why is the Benko not popular? Why? Because we live in a disposable society where everything has to be easy and prepackaged. That's why the London is popular. The Benko requires quite a bit of opening prep. Like, you have to study many different variations. You can't learn it in like one YouTube video. If that wins a piece, I'm gonna cry. Queen C6. I guess I can play Queen C6, then D5, smack down. Now I can play Queen C6. I ought to try to win here. I am up a pawn. But I don't have a lot of faith in my isolated pawn on B6. Pretty easy for him to pile up on that pawn. Realistically, the game might be a draw anyway. It's a huge target, this pawn. And if I lose it, it's probably a dead draw. People just want easy things. You know, that's why the London system is popular. Pre-packaged opening in a box. You have to learn. You have to just learn one plan. Easy, you know. Who wants to work and have to think? Maybe I can defend this. Realistically, it's probably a draw. The pawn is just too weak. My king is nowhere in the vicinity. And I'm just going to lose it and it's going to be a draw. I played enough chess to know. If I defend it, I'm passive. See this bishop. That's not the healthiest thing in the world, but we'll try. Balkush is here. I'm sorry for my hate for the London system. Sorry, London system. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. How do you say that name? Jocks Mises, right? Yucks. I don't know if this is a good idea. I guess it can't hurt, right? Still a draw. Wow. Rook A7. Interesting move. But I'm in big time pressure. G4 is a good move. Putting his pawns on white squares, objectively a good idea here. This is a draw. I told you guys it would be a draw. Maybe I could win if I was like a computer with perfect technique. Oh man, he just hung the pawn. See how exciting that game was? That's why I love the London. I guess I'm guilty as anybody. Look at the score here. Wait, is this? Master, so this is the score. Black has won 40%, white has won 14%. And you ask why I'm critical of the London system. Look at the score here for white. Yet white is better. Why? Okay, if white is better here according to Stockfish, and black has a serious dominant score, can you guys answer me why white has a bad score in this position? Because the London system sucks? Because good players don't play the London system. except for Magnus Carlsen and Kamsky are. They're like rare exceptions. For the most part, good players don't play it. It's boring, it's not interesting, and it's a waste of the white pieces. It's good for beginners to learn. And Kamsky and Carlsen can win despite playing it, but you know, it's not interesting. So I play here knight e4. It's a safe move to trade pieces. It's the #1 move of the engine. I wouldn't play that move unless it was a strong opponent, though. You know, knight e4 is a move I'm willing to play because my opponent is like 2400 or whatever, and a draw is okay with me. If I absolutely had to win this position, I would probably choose another plan. By the way, Blobix, you prefer rook e8 and e5 rather than c5. Generally, Blobix, I think rook e8 is a bad idea. That's what I'm talking about, Balkush. But Eric Rosen is promoting himself as a chess YouTuber for little kids in scholastic tournaments. He has a huge following among little kids who are rated like 900 or 1,000, and that's okay, you know, for little kids who are rated like 1,000 playing in the first tournament to learn how to play the London system. But to promote the opening, like, hey, this is a great opening for white, for advanced players, or for tournament players who are interested in becoming really strong. No, you know, it's like maximum for like a club player, but masters don't play this stuff with white. If you're so good, like technically, a Kamsky or a Carlsen, they can play anything, you know. Carlsen will beat anybody with anything, practically. But I just, you know, for me, I would quit the game. So we ended up, at the end of the game, 2 inaccuracies by white, 15 cent upon loss, 1 inaccuracy by black, 15 cent upon loss. Did we have fun? Not really. Even after I won a pawn, my maximum advantage was like 0.9. I never had a winning position. But I mean, this is just like, it seems like you're begging for me to submit it. Well, you're up there with Kamsky, and for tomorrow, I gotta go, guys. But for tomorrow, we're doing our subscriber stream on Thursday night. I'm not bashing the London system for people who are starting out or beginners. But you can see, like, masters don't play the London system. It's not interesting. It's a safe way to play. It's like you're black with white. You're basically wasting your white pieces, which ambitious players shouldn't do. It's frustrating to play against with black because I know it'll probably be a draw, like in most cases if I play correctly. If I take some kind of crazy risks, I can try to win. So Schieberspieler, why don't you submit a victory against the London for us? Or is every game you played against the London a draw? Let me know. How about a creative victory against London? But I played my safe line with knight e4 here. Blobix, I wanted to say last thing. You're talking about playing rook e8 and e5 instead of c5. But I find that rook e8 is oftentimes a mistake because you often need that knight to come back to e8 in certain positions to enable your kingside majority to roll. It turns out rook e8 does look like a fairly normal move here. I've played queen e8 many more games. I've also generally ended up playing e6, queen e7, and e5. So e6, that's like the Feugl move. My friend Feugl, Igor Feugl, I saw him do this. That's another way to achieve it. I like that better than playing rook e8, Blobix's suggestion, to be honest, because the knight likes the square. It secures like d6 and c7. If white exchanges pawns on e5, even you can sometimes maneuver knight e8, knight d6. So, but absolutely, like Blobix is right, like it's more dynamic to play for e5 than it is to play for c5. c5 is like the safe, c5 is the safe sort of correct. You're playing the ready. You know what this is? It's the ready system with colors reversed, or ready opening with colors reversed. This was called like Lasker variation. Lasker liked to play bishop f5 with black against Rady. Probably some New York tournament or something. With the London, you play like you're black with the colors reversed. That's what it is. Anyway, alright, I'm done rampaging about the... Let's play one last game. I'm done rampaging. I'm out of here. We're going to play one last game against Dragonfire just for fun, but I've got to go. Tomorrow night we do our subscriber stream. No more London system, please. I'll just resign if you play the London system. It's insanely boring. I like to be creative. But I'm trying to fight against the dogma in the chess world, you know? Because not enough people fight against dogma. They believe, Eric Rosen, that the London system is the best opening for white. Don't fight against dogs. Well, I think the point is what I was saying before, that good players don't play the London system. Noodle mixing sound. Good players are more ambitious. It doesn't mean that London is bad, it's just that people who are strong players who play white want more than equality. And that's why people don't play the Mora Gambit as well, because the Mora Gambit is at most a draw for white. Again, another opening that's actually not bad for white, but best case scenario, you equalize with the white pieces by getting your pawn back. That's not something I would want to promote, you know. I'm trying to get more, a little bit more than equality if I'm white. This is funny, I've played this with white myself. So knight e4, bishop b2, knight takes c3, bishop takes c3. It's probably slightly better for white. So that tempting move doesn't really do it. I've played this myself with white on occasion. This is another solid system for white that doesn't offer an advantage, but it's not bad, you know. But why does the Mora and the London statistically score badly? Yeah, it's not because it's bad objectively. Bad players play the Mora Gambit, but it's still not a way for white to get an advantage. At least the Mora Gambit is interesting, and it's more dynamic than the London, though. I don't mean to compare them; they're very different. But why do both those openings have bad scores? Because the players playing them are inferior to the players playing black, in most cases. It's okay to play the London system with black. I don't have a problem with that. I don't enjoy it, but I can understand that at least. Lasker was playing the London system with the black pieces against Raty's Raty. Understandable. So, Schieberspieler, we believe in the center. Again, white is black and black is white. Dog me? What deserves more attention? Blavix is always saying stuff I don't understand. Lift. Raty's Raty. There was a famous tournament in New York where I know, like, my chess history isn't what it should be, but definitely Raty against Lasker. D4, what? So he's just going to get an isolated pawn here with no real compensation. However, if CD, knight takes d5, queen d5, that's one way to play it. The other way to play it is to just take on c3 right away. Let's see, cd5, knight d5, queen d5, bishop c4, for example. I don't know. I don't know if I want my queen out on d5 or not. Dogs in lifts. We have a lift in my building, and sometimes people put dogs in it. I'm inspiring you to play London System. Well, as London System author Nicola Sedlak told to me, the main reason he plays the London System is because it pisses people off. In so many words. Those were not his exact words, but I'm paraphrasing. You know, you have a really good aggressive player there playing the London System. It seems to irritate people. It has that effect on me. Yeah, you definitely wouldn't like the lift in my old building, Balkush. But you're from Poland, you've seen some old elevators in your time. Anyone in Europe, I don't think well, my building is like 100 years old. It has to be. And not that common in the United States to live in like a 100-year-old building. I mean, unless you have to live in a really old part of one of the older American cities or something. Yeah, the dodgy post-Soviet elevators. It's one of those. Very sketchy. I'm pretty brave about it, though. Though I started avoiding it due to COVID. But it definitely has gotten stuck before. Alright, queen d5. I had this game that was a nightmare once a couple weeks ago, where my opponent played d5 and then ran me over. I have to play e6. Road Runner. I don't know where that came from, but it just felt right. Damn, dude. Got some interesting chances here. I have a crazy idea. I'm going to stream again tomorrow night, but it's a special stream where I don't play. We just analyze games. Subscribers to my stream submit games, and we analyze. That's unfortunately my last stream for a while because chess in Hungary is still on. And I have my first over-the-board tournament on Friday. Professional chess player. I get paid to play in week tournaments. This is a beautiful thing. Professional Pog. Yeah, I'm not going to leave Hungary. I don't even know if I'm allowed to go anywhere. You know, I have an American passport. I'm not a dual citizen. Even though I'm a Hungarian resident, I'm an American citizen only. So my American passport isn't worth a hill of beans anywhere anymore. I'm not sure I could travel to a foreign country if I wanted to. I guess it depends. Some of them would allow me, some not. They would never trust and take my word for it that I haven't been in the United States during COVID-19. There's no way to prove, really. So I'm just playing here. It's close to where I live. It's convenient. The F4 square. I've noticed that's particularly sensitive in these E3, B3 setups. Believe me, I know from experience with white. Thanks to Fisher, one can believe that American play chess. Big hero. Fischer is well known, especially with taxi drivers. I play poker with taxi drivers a lot. Okay, knight f4. What are we gonna do? I almost met Fischer. I just missed him. We were here a lot during the same time in Budapest. What is going on? I have to say I'm a little confused. That's a rather unusual move by Dracofire. But I was talking about liking creative chess, right? My idea doesn't work. I wanted to take on e5, play queen c6 on bishop f4, play like queen takes f3, but that has double refutations. Queen c6 was my idea. It just doesn't quite work. Wait, yeah. What other choice do I have? Who was asking? No problem at all. Castling into the broken pawn king position. We got lucky there. Blobix, you saw Fischer 25 years ago at the Atrium Hotel. 25 years ago, 1995. You just missed me. I came to Budapest for the first time in '96. Just missed me. I'll be playing chess not far from there if you want to stop by on Friday. Thanks, Sheeperspieler. We'll try to uphold the honor of the Ponda team. Thanks, everybody, and don't forget, tomorrow night we still have a stream. So Thursday night, subscriber stream. Thanks for supporting the stream. Thanks everybody for playing. And that's it. So don't forget to submit a game for tomorrow night. I will be back then 6:30 CEST. And what else? What else? Any suggestions? That is it then. I will see you guys tomorrow night. Have a great one. And after that, we're going to be taking a break for my tournament. I think next week we'll probably stream Wednesday. Maybe two streams next week. The following week we'll be back to a normal schedule from the following Sunday. But I'll keep everybody up to date. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you later. From the Ponda myself, have a great afternoon and a great night. Hey, sorry, we're a little bit brain fogged today. Maybe tomorrow we'll be a little bit better. We have something wrong with our throat too. Kind of sound weird today, I don't know. But thank you for watching, guys, and we'll be back tomorrow night. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.